All right, today's video, we're gonna use a brand new piece of technology to show you how to get that sexy L word lag. Stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe down below. We're giving away free cool swag every week to the best comment. The only catch is you gotta be a subscriber to win. Give us your best comment, chance to win some free cool stuff that Shaun made in his basement. All right, so Shaun, every golfer who doesn't hit it far can watch TV and see there's a big difference on the downswing from the guys who do and the guys who don't. And it's usually kind of summed up into, I need more lag, I want more lag, right? So show us what lag looks like from a face on. Like we see this tour looking move there.
I would say if you can get your hands in front of your right leg with the shaft still parallel, that'd be...
And even dynamically, you're gonna see kind of like, because there's some, some stretch going on up here. Now, an unlagged downswing would be kind of that casting.
Usually that.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
So with hack motion, right, this cool wrist sensor, let's see what we normally see the difference between those two golfers do out of the top of the swing.
Okay.
So if you're a guy or gal who wants more lag, what's a common scenario we see?
They get to the top of the swing. Even if they're in a good wrist position, we talk about it, just the fist, let's call it.
Because they've watched our wrist hinge video from the top.
Right, so the fist position, the plain vanilla wrist position.
Right.
In an effort to get lag, they immediately bend back their left wrist. So they cup it, or they bend it back.
From the camera view, you kind of increased lag.
Yeah, so if I went to the top and went like this, I've got a tremendous amount of lag.
Now let's go to the top, get to that good top of the backswing position. So your wrist is flat, dead flat from there. Now do that lag move. Now it's 52 degrees cupped. The club face is wide open.
Laid back here.
Laid back, next to zero chance of squaring this up by this point in the swing, less than I don't know, 0.08 seconds.
Yeah.
And really bringing in the shank into play now because that club face is laid back on itself.
Now the interesting thing about this is that in an effort to get lag, most of them will dump.
Because they got to get the face around.
So they don't realize that by an attempt to get extreme amount of lag, they have to throw early, so they actually lose any chance of having compression, or shaft lean, or or lag where it really would matter.
So it's actually forcing you to lose what you're trying to get. Now instead of that, how should we be coming down?
So once you get to the top, you got your left wrist, left hand in the fist.
We're flat up there.
Basically, coming down, you're going to rotate the body back down, lower the arms back down, but at the same time, you're actually going to start letting out some of this wrist hinge to get the club to work down the plane and to start squaring the face.
Which is flattening the left wrist.
All right, so a lot of times we see that, we hear, okay, the most, bowing of the wrist happens kind of in this area in front of the right leg. A lot of that happens because the club or the wrist is unhinging, or it's ulnar deviating, and the hack will measure that.
Yes.
So
let's do that again. Face down the line again.
Face down the line?
Yeah. So right there, okay, we're at, stop our eyes, go left arm parallel right there. So we're flat, come on down, start ulnar. Boom, we went to 30 degrees. It's a super exaggerated example, but all you did was
unhinge.
You didn't try to arch it and stay hinged.
It's like a coupled wrist motion, you would call it. When you unhinge, you actually arch, and when you hinge, you actually cup. So the act of letting some of that out will allow the wrist to bow slightly or flatten out. So now when you come through, you got the face square, you can have some shaft lean and compress the ball.
That's the thing. So that is going to, the cupping coming down, right, that creating that lag look forced you to kind of stall out, flip it. This is going to really encourage you to rotate, get the hands around so you get all of those cool looks that you see week in, week out on TV.
Absolutely. And the other thing it does by unhinging it, if a lot of you are obsessed with shallowing. Well, if you unhinge it some, it actually keeps the club head inside the hands a little and keeps it a little closer. You can then, try to rotate this body around.
That's a good point. It's one of the things. So let's go back up and do the hinge move, or So that steepens it. That's a super exaggerated.
Unhinged, this club kind of goes back behind
the wrist now is 40 degrees bowed, and the club is so far. Now that's not playable.
No.
But you need more of this than you do the other.
Absolutely right. Now from face on, You would think that if I was thinking this, it would look like I'm really casting, but remember, things are happening really quickly.
Right.
So I may think this, but when my body shifts and rotates, bam.
Right.
So I uncocked it some, but because I'm shifting and rotating and swinging my arms, I'm in this perfectly like delivered position, right?
Yes. The body will move, so good golfers swing the club face and respond to the club face. When that club face is put in a really strong, compressed position, your body will start to respond and do really good golfer things.
Brain responds to the club face.
When it's in a really weak position, your body's going to respond going, oh my word, I've got to stop it, flip it, and do all that. So you're basically feeding the system, and it starts to snowball, and you start to, okay, this club face is really good. Ooh, wow, I can start to rotate more, and you start to look more like a golfer than trying to create these looks up at the top.
So let's hit 2 shots like
Let's do it.
Like we did another video. I'm going to super lag this one.
All right.
We can look at the shot, and you can tell me what the left wrist looked like. Ready?
Yep.
Oof, that's bad.
That wasn't good.
That was super lagged.
That was not good.
What did it say?
Which one do you want?
Oh, did I get 2?
Yeah.
One more. Super lagged. Flop shot.
Right. Face wide open. Yeah, all kinds of cup and impact. You just can't get rid of all that.
Can't get rid of it. So
now let's look at coming down the right way.
I'm going to feel like I'm letting the club kind of swing to the ball, not holding this angle. Real square
really
face.
Good. So face was square, minus 17 degrees. So the bowed wrist coming into the ball. And again, you're on the super bowed wrist spectrum.
Yeah. Which I'd rather have more of that than the latter.
More golfers need more of that.
Absolutely right.
So again, it's about when that happens. You can't do that at the ball. You've got to set it up back here, and that's getting rid of a lot of this coming down.
Absolutely.